Hey folks, welcome back to Military Forces Unleashed. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating stories in naval history, the HMS Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier. Now, this isn't just another hunk of steel floating on the water. It's a powerhouse of modern maritime strategy, blending cutting-edge technology with sheer naval dominance. In this episode, we'll explore how the HMS Queen Elizabeth came to be, the incredible tech packed inside, and its role in redefining naval warfare. Buckle up, because we're about to set sail on some deep waters, both literally and figuratively. To understand the HMS Queen Elizabeth, we need to rewind to the golden era of battleships and aircraft carriers. Back in the early 20th century, naval warfare was all about brute force. Big guns, thick armor, and a lot of steel were the name of the game. But then, World War II happened, and the aircraft carrier emerged as the king of the seas. The British Royal Navy, once the world's undisputed maritime leader, faced setbacks after WW. The Cold War brought new challenges, and by the late 20th century it became clear that maintaining global naval power required innovation. Fast forward to the early 2000s, when the UK decided to up its game. Enter the Queen Elizabeth-class aircraft carriers, with HMS Queen Elizabeth leading the charge. Designed to project power globally, this carrier marked a significant departure from its predecessors. Here's a fun fact. The HMS Queen Elizabeth's design process wasn't all smooth sailing. Engineers had to grapple with everything from advanced radar systems to the unique twin island layout. Each decision came with trade-offs. For example, the twin islands provide redundancy in case of damage, but also complicate maintenance. It's safe to say there were a few sleepless nights at the drawing board. Moreover, the construction of the carrier was a collaborative effort involving over 10,000 workers across 6 shipyards in the UK. This level of coordination and effort underscores the ambition behind the project and the logistical challenges that came with it. So, what makes the HMS Queen Elizabeth a marvel of modern engineering? Let's start with its size. This beast displaces 65,000 tons and stretches over 280 meters long. That's longer than 2 football fields. And it's not just about the size, it's about what's inside. The HMS Queen Elizabeth is equipped with F-35B Lightning II jets, which can take off and land vertically. These jets are the epitome of modern air power. Think of it like this. It's a floating airport capable of delivering precise airstrikes anywhere in the world. The carrier can operate up to 36 F-35Bs, each loaded with state-of-the-art weaponry and stealth capabilities. Together, these jets form a lethal combination of speed, agility, and firepower. And its radar system? It's the Artisan 3D radar, capable of tracking over 1,000 targets simultaneously. Imagine a librarian keeping tabs on every book in a massive library, only the books are moving at hundreds of miles per hour. This radar ensures that the HMS Queen Elizabeth remains aware of every potential threat within a 400-kilometer radius. The twin island design is another standout feature. The forward island handles ship operations, while the aft island manages flight operations. This separation improves efficiency and safety during complex maneuvers. It also provides better visibility for different operations, a critical feature when managing simultaneous air and sea missions. But let's not ignore the logistical backbone of this ship. The HMS Queen Elizabeth has an integrated electric propulsion system, powered by 2 Rolls-Royce MT-30 gas turbines and 4 diesel generator sets. This setup provides the ship with enough juice to power a small city while ensuring it can reach speeds of over 25 knots. But it's not all smooth sailing. First off, the cost. Building the Queen Elizabeth and its sister ship, the HMS Prince of Wales, set the UK back over $6 billion. And that's before we even talk about the operating costs. Fuel consumption, astronomical, maintenance, Let's just say it's not something you can handle with duct tape and WD-40. Then there's the criticism. Some argue that the ship is over-reliant on the F-35B jets, which have faced their own controversies, from cost overruns to mechanical issues. Others question whether massive carriers like this are still relevant in an era of hypersonic missiles and cyber warfare. After all, a single well-placed missile could turn this mighty ship into an expensive coral reef. Another challenge is its dependency on escorts for protection. The HMS Queen Elizabeth operates as part of a carrier strike group, which includes destroyers, frigates, and submarines for defense. While this is standard practice, it highlights that the carrier alone isn't invulnerable. Critics argue that the resources spent on such groups could be better allocated to more versatile and cost-effective platforms. So how has the HMS Queen Elizabeth performed in action? In 2021, it led the UK Carrier Strike Group on a 28-week deployment covering over 26,000 nautical miles. The group conducted joint exercises with allies in the Indo-Pacific region, showcasing the ship's ability to project power far from home. During this deployment, the carrier visited ports in key regions, including the Mediterranean, the Indian Ocean, and the South China Sea. These stops were as much about diplomacy as they were about showcasing military might. The ship's presence sent a clear message. The UK is back in the game of global naval strategy. But it's not all about flexing muscles. The ship also plays a crucial role in humanitarian missions and disaster relief. Its ability to carry helicopters and drones makes it an ideal platform for delivering aid and conducting rescue operations. That said, critics argue that such missions are an afterthought rather than a core capability. Additionally, the HMS Queen Elizabeth has been pivotal in demonstrating interoperability with Allied forces. During joint exercises, it seamlessly integrated with US and Japanese forces, proving its value as a versatile platform for coalition operations. At the end of the day, the HMS Queen Elizabeth is both a symbol of innovation and a cautionary tale of over-ambition. It represents the best of what modern naval engineering can achieve, but it's also a reminder of the challenges that come with maintaining such a massive asset. So, what do you think? Is the HMS Queen Elizabeth the future of naval warfare, or is it a relic of the past trying to stay relevant? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. If you enjoyed this dive into naval history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And hey, if there's a topic you'd like us to cover, let us know. Your engagement keeps this channel afloat, pun intended. Thanks for watching Military Forces Unleashed. Until next time, stay sharp and keep exploring the high seas of military history.